Hey guys, it's Tiny Tom Logan back with another video for you, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Z790 Aorus Elite AX. Now, we have produced a lot of content for day one. There are a lot of motherboards on the website and on the channel that are live, and we have also done a DDR4 versus DDR5 face-off where we have tested both the i5 and the i9 with DDR4 and DDR5. So a lot of tests, but in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Aorus Elite AX. There is a matching review on the website if you would like to go and take a look. Now, despite the Elite AX being one of the more kind of lower middle range boards, we would have said before it was one of the lower end ones for Z790, it still starts at £350. The board prices this generation with both Intel and AMD have been astronomical. You don't get a lot in the box either. Wi-Fi dongle, 2 SATA cables, a very basic manual, and then just a little clip-in front panel wire connector thing. That is it. Like, no accessories, just no nothing. Super, super simple. The board itself, 16 plus 1 power phases. They are 70 amps each. 2 8-pins at the top, non-shielded, but they are solid pins. The 24 pin down the side, not shielded, but they are again solid pins. 2 CPU headers up here for fans. So the grey one's a normal one, and then the black one is optional. Then you've got 3-pin addressable RGB up here, and you've got a 4-pin RGB there. Coming down the side, USB 3.2 Gen 2, USB 3.2, sorry, that's USB 3.2 there, that's USB 3.2 Gen 2 there. Thunderbolt header, 6 SATAs, down the bottom front panel header, 4 side-by-side PWMs at the bottom, then you do get 2 internal USBs here, then more LEDs here, so 4-pin RGB, addressable RGB, and then your front panel audio over here, and you can see Japanese capacitors and WEMA capacitors as well. I will give you a shot of the board without its heat sinks, and one of the things I will say about the Aorus, when they latch, so when you clip your M.2s in, it's actually a little sprung loaded clip. You don't have to manually twist it. It's beautiful. It's probably one of the best ones that they've done, and it makes it stand out against the Asus and the MSI as well. It's a very nice little simple thing that they've done. They deserve props for it. Plenty of connectivity around the back. USB 3s up here, USB 3.2s here, normal USB 3.2s over there, because these USB 3.2, is it Gen 2? Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, so Wi-Fi 6 up here. If you look, it says Wi-Fi 6 and not Wi-Fi 6E. USB-C here, 2.5 gig Ethernet, very simple line out and microphone headers on the back. Now, when we were testing this board, we did try, because we've tested it with the i9, because we're going to test all the Z790 boards with the i9 13900K. We did try and put a manual overclock in place, and it just wasn't playing ball. It needed too many volts. It was struggling. It did perfectly fine with it at stock, despite the fact it did put a few more volts in than we would have mainly, normally have been happy with. But the scores were there. As you can see on the page, it did quite well. But as far as a manual fixed multi-core all-in overclock, it just really wasn't worth doing. Despite it doing 5.5 all-core on its own, when we tried to go 5.6 all-core, it just wanted too many volts to find stability. So we didn't bother doing it, and effectively what we would advise is that if you're going to buy an i9 for this board, stock only, but please undervolt your processor, because it doesn't need that many volts. Also, if you want to go i7, we'd probably say stay with stock as well, undervolt, so that you can save some of your temps. i5 you'll probably be able to get a small overclock with, but at the end of the day, it's just not a massive overclocking board. So it's a lower end board, a slightly more entry level board for those of you out there that just aren't going to be looking to spend weekends trying to eke every last ounce of performance out, and are just happy slapping a graphics card and a CPU in, clicking it all together and running away and just enjoying your FPS. So that is my advice for this board. If you want to tweak, if you want to twiddle, maybe spend a bit more on maybe the master or looking at some of the other boards that are available on day one. Deep breaths, but for now at least, this is Tiny Tom Logan with another video for you. Out.